People have asked me in school before, protein or carb, which is more important for muscle growth? Most people get this wrong. They obsess over protein and cut carbs, then wonder why they gas out in the gym more regularly and not building as much muscle. Last summer, I made this mistake myself. I went keto, ate only 50 grams of carbs, and my results were not as good. Let me break down what I learned. First, protein. Protein is your building material. When you lift, you create mechanical tension, then protein repairs the muscle fibers after and builds the muscle back stronger. But here's where everyone messes up. They think they need 300 grams a day. That's overkill. Your body can only use so much fucking protein. Once you hit your threshold, the rest just gets wasted. Hit 0.8 gram per pound of body weight. Protein is critical, non-negotiable, but you don't need to obsess over it. This is why so many companies and brands have these protein drinks, protein bars, protein powders. Protein is so just overrated in the fitness industry because it's flashy marketing and they know that they can just attract such a big audience because everyone obsesses over it and thinks the more protein the better, when that's not the case. You notice how there ain't as many carb drinks or carb bars, just stuff that's really fast digesting for the energy. It's not as much around because protein is more of a buzzword. Now carbs. Everyone treats carbs like they're the enemy. They're not. Carbs are essential. Carbs fuel your damn training. It's the body's primary fuel source, not fat. When you eat them, you get stores glycogen in your muscles. This glycogen is what powers your gym sessions, your recovery, your performance. Low carbs equals low energy. Low energy equals weak training. Weak training equals slow muscle growth. It's that simple. Last summer, I went full keto, barely any carbs. I was thinking, carbs are bad. They make me fat and bloated. I'll get lean, stay strong. Told a mistake. Yes, my mental clarity was nice, but my gym sessions were just not as good, and I prioritized my physique over some more mental clarity. I had less energy, my lifts plateaued more. Not like I didn't still have good gym sessions, but they just weren't as with the energy, like that energy you feel in your body after you slammed a nice thing of cream of rice or oats, And the worst part is that my recovery wasn't the best either. I wasn't building as much muscle. The last time when I started this channel, I was probably plateaued for that entire summer, which annoys me when I think about it because I kind of wasted time. But hey, we live and we learn. After about 2 months of that keto crap, I realized, this is kind of stupid. I added carbs back in. I didn't even do a gradual phase of implementing them back in. I just, boom, right away, 300-400 grams. My energy came back more. My lifts started to go up more consistent. And my gym sessions felt more just, my recovery improved, especially when you have a nice carb-heavy meal 2-3 hours before bed. I love it. Actually looks better because I had more fullness and vascularity, which is what carbs do. They hydrate your muscle. That's why you see all these carnivore heads look flat and just malnourished, because it strips all the hydration out of your muscles. There's a reason that the word carbohydrate has the word hydrate. It's because it hydrates your fucking muscles, dumbass. Ask any jack guy at the gym if he eats carbs. 99% he'll say yes. And there's a reason, and this will destroy any carnivore argument for bodybuilding. Why do you think all the pro bodybuilders eat carbs? They're chicken and rice, bro. It's because it's the most optimal. So if you're gonna do this bodybuilding shit like you say you're gonna do, follow what the pros do. They've done this already. They've gone through the trial and error. They're pros at it. So why not fucking listen to them? You think you're gonna reinvent the wheel and come up with this crazy new science tactic that will make you gain magic muscle with this low carb hack? No! Stop trying to do that crap and just follow a routine, something that's second nature. You can have perfect protein intake, perfect form, perfect program, but if your carbs are too low, your training is weaker. And weak training does not build as much muscle. Plain and simple. Carbs aren't the enemy, low carbs are the enemy of your game. So what really is more important at the end of the day, protein or carbs? The answer is carbs, 100%. Here's just why overall. Protein has a ceiling. Once you hit your target, more protein doesn't help you build more muscle. It plateaus. But carb, there's no ceiling for muscle building or recovery purposes. More carbs means more energy, better training, better recovery, better results. You generally can't eat too many complex carbs if your goal is building muscle. There's a reason why IFBB pros eat about 600 to 800 grams of carbs a day. Because not only do they have so much muscle and weigh a lot that they can eat that many calories and fill grams of carbs in, but it will just make them look better too, which is the whole point of the fucking show to begin with. Just take a lesson from them, please. Here's how to structure it. Hit your protein target first. That's non-negotiable. Then hit the recommended calories with your fats, roughly 20% of your total calories. Then fill the rest with carbs, enough to fuel your training and feeling energized. Rice, oats, potatoes, fruits, whatever complex carbs you like. Once you've nailed the fats, just fill the rest with carbs, man. That's it. All the gym gurus will tell you the same crap. I'm not even reinventing the wheel. I'm just reinforcing the idea that you guys need to fucking know, especially you dumbfounded teenagers that just care about protein, man. Especially your processed protein, your goy slop chocolate bars. Protein bars are just glorified candy bars at the end of the day. Look at the ingredients list. Check the back. I bet you won't. You guys never do. I used to never either, but now I just check everything. That's the formula. Most people fail the macronutrient ratio that they should be having because they either don't eat enough, they don't care, or they just villainize carbs for whatever reason because they listen to too much Eddie Abu or Bart K or idiots like that. Fix those two things and everything changes. Protein is necessary. Your body needs it to repair muscle, but carbs are what enable you to actually train hard enough to build that muscle in the first place and to break plateaus, move the needle. You need both, but if you're cutting carbs thinking it'll help your gains, you're doing it ass backwards. I learned that the hard way last summer. That picture of me in the aisle. It's just sad to see. I was like 167. Now I'm like 185, and I'm way fuller, bigger, and lift more. And I look basically just as lean. Just hit your protein, eat your carbs, train hard. That's actually how you build muscle, man. Drop a comment if you tried any sort of carnivore or keto like I did before. If you want to check out my full course video on how to eat while in a bulk, go watch it. It's completely free. Now go eat your carbs and train. See ya.